Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake goes by.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Yeah, that's Miguel with Talib Kweli featuring Miguel. It's called Come Here. That's off the Prisoner of Conscience album. We've been waiting for this one for a long time. It's finally here. And you could pick it up right now. It's you know, you could get it on iTunes. It's like the number 2 seller right now, right?
It's number 2 hip hop.
Hip hop.
As far as the world of music, we number like 18 on our way to number 1.
Which is great because it's all independent.
Yes, it is.
And
distributed by Caroline EMI. Did a distribution with them, but it is independent. Javoti Media is my company. It's my second project on Javoti Media. Shout out to Drew Ha and Noah from 3D Duck Down because they've been instrumental in just giving me the knowledge and dropping game on me and helping me get the stuff out to the people and helping me with the rollout.
Yeah, and it's a whole big process when you're independent, man. A lot of stuff you got to think about. Camo from Mississippi. Good morning. How you doing? Is it Camo? Camel?
It's Camille. What's going on with you in the morning, Sway?
What up, man? Camille. It's Camille, y'all.
Hey, what up, KK?
What's going on with it, man?
Talib Kweli's in there. What you want to say to him?
Oh, man, Talib, man, I just wanted to remind you I rode with you and your cousins, Tawo and Kahinde, to a show you had to do in New Orleans. And
That's
you
right.
let me hear the new CD before it came out, boy, and you said it was going to change the game, and that's what it did.
Oh, thank you, brother. Shout out to my cousins, Taiwo Kahinde, doing their thing down there in Jackson, Mississippi. You know, shout out to the whole Mississippi, New Orleans. Of course, Currency on the new album. He representing New Orleans. You can look at the video for Push Through. We got a lot of beautiful imagery from New Orleans and Currency part.
Yeah, and Currency, and that's Kendrick is on that too, right? And Glenn Reynolds. Who's Glenn Reynolds?
It's a singer out of Dallas. He works with the producer Symbolic One who made the track.
Okay. Now, we were having a conversation like your music and how was it who just what's his name?
Rico.
Kamel was saying how you said your music is going to change the world. We had this discussion today. We've been talking about this all week. It feels like rap is under a lot of scrutiny again, as it always been. I remember back in the day when NWA first came out and
Tipper Gore and the whole
thing,
Dolores
and I
C.
remember
Tucker.
Dolores C. Tucker's crushing CDs and you know, and all these rallies against lyrics and rap music. And then as of late with Rick Ross, you know, being under pressure for lyrics, he said now Lil Wayne is under pressure. You know, he lost a Mountain Dew deal apparently over the lyrics he said. And my thing, and Tyler, the creator, they had to pull his commercials that he produced.
The Mountain Dew commercials?
The Mountain Dew commercials. and I want to get your take on it. I mean, because these artists have always been who they are from day one. And I feel like these corporations, they bail out. You know, when the going gets tough, but you should have done the research.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
You
I
know.
think that I think if we're gonna have issues, if anyone has issues with, you know, somebody like a Mountain Dew or Reebok supporting an artist like Lil Wayne or Rick Ross, you know, they can't hand select which issue they're gonna stand up for. I think I'm down for artistic expression, but I'm also down for community.
Yeah.
And the problem is that the community we aren't representing ourselves the way that we need to be.
Yeah.
So it becomes hard for us to criticize an artist when we all participate in the environment that creates an artist. Like we all enjoy lyrics about beating the pussy up. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen grown women, you know, jump on a couch in heels when that song come on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I like the record, me personally. You know what I'm saying? But if we all participated, when Lil Wayne come with a lyric making a metaphor, then that's on all of us. It ain't on just Lil Wayne. It's unfair for us to just blame Lil Wayne. If we as a community need to represent ourselves, the difference between now and what C. Dolores Tucker was doing is that there was a balance. There was even a balance in Tupac's music. You didn't have to go outside of Tupac to find the balance. So that's why it was easy to stand up to C. Dolores. And a lot of things she said was right and exact, but it was her methods. Her methods felt disrespectful because it felt like you coming from outside of the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was easy for us as a hip-hop to be like, nah, we rep Tupac because we know he might say something that we don't agree with here, but he's done this over here.
Exactly.
And nowadays, the artist and the community is a little harder to rep the artist. It's a little harder, but you can't just say you love hip hop when it's convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you gotta love it and it's good times and it's when it's ugly too. You know, and so I love hip hop when it's positive and negative, and I rep it at all times.
Yeah, it is.
Which is why I try to speak out and say even when I'm critical of my brothers in this music and sisters, I do it from a place of love, and I don't do it from a place of they not hip hop.
Yeah.
That's not real hip hop, son. I don't do that.
You don't do that.
No.
You know, we went on a campaign. You know what? We didn't get your permission for it, so forgive us if we overstepped our boundaries.
Do with me?
Yeah, it had to do with you because we were like, well, why don't y'all just get Talib Kweli and endorse him?
Wow.
Sponsor him. Why don't Mountain Dew? Why don't these corporations grab an artist who's been around, who's been consistent, who's had continuity? You're still on the cusp. You're still in the trenches. You know how to represent yourself well. Man, they should be getting at you.
But that goes back to your point, as if they have some sort of moral obligation.
Mm-hmm.
If they truly had a moral obligation, they wouldn't be giving these artists money.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with whether or not I feel like all artists should get money. I feel like Lil Wayne and Rick Ross should get money.
Mm-hmm.
I was disappointed that they got dropped. I wish they would have came with stronger apologies sooner and kept their money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted them to, the reason I said something, I wanted them to keep their money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no black man lose nothing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think it's we can't look at these companies obviously don't have our best interests in mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they obviously don't. And it's also a money thing. It's like it's a look. That's also why you can't say these artists ain't hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say Lil Wayne and Rick Ross ain't hip hop because when the outside looking in, these men have dedicated their lives to the music, whether you like their output or not.
Yeah.
They represent hip hop for millions of people, and that can't be fronted on.
Absolutely.
And that's why the companies go to them. And somebody might have suggested an artist like me, and they be like, if my sales was matching Rick Ross, then they will have a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's not the case. My respect and my success don't come from SoundScan and Billboard and all that.
Yeah.
It come from the people in different ways.
Yep, in different ways. But I think this album right here, Prisoner of Conscience, here, put that right there. This album right here can be that one to match those sales.
Well, you know, hopefully it add to my canon. You know, I've
Okay.
sold millions of records over the years.
Yeah.
So at this point in my age, this is my 12th album, my 5th solo album. At this point, it's another piece of the collection that'll help me to connect to fans and help me get on the road. And I'm starting to work on the next album. But I do think that this album was the first time a departure for me mentally, where I was like, I'm just gonna be free with it. I'm gonna pick whatever tracks I want to. I'm gonna work with whatever artists I want to, and establish myself as an artist in the world as opposed to an artist in the world of hip hop.
That is, man, and it's reflective of this album because you see, you know, everyone from Melanie Fiona to Kendrick Lamar to Currency to Nelly on it. You know, Abby Dobson is on it. Busta Rhymes. You know, you got a lot of bangers on this one.
I do. I had the same amount of features on Eardrum, but Eardrum had more songs.
Yeah.
You know, so this should feel more condensed. But I mean, people could listen to it and let me know what they think. I think I did a good job of spreading out the features so it'll still feel like a solo album.
There it is. Talib Kweli is here, man. Give him a round of applause,
Yes.
man. Before you go, man, I got a lot of people just call real quick. I want to take the calls, let the people talk to you. Ann in Alabama, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? Heather B, Sway.
Yo,
Hey,
hey, Big Ant.
Hey, it's big. Hey, Talib, I just want to thank you so much for the music that you put out.
Thank you.
That song that they just played, Just to Get By, man, when I'm at a low point in my life, I'm able to turn that on, man, and just feel what you're talking about. And that's like an everyday struggle with life, man. And today's music, like you said, I was hating on hip-hop, but I can't do that. I have to embrace hip-hop and everything it brings because for every beat the pussy up, there's something like Just to Get By or I Try with Mary J, man. And I just want to appreciate that and just keep doing what you're doing. And Sway, last time you was in D.C., man, I called. I hope you got that mumbo sauce, man.
Oh, that's you with the mumbo sauce.
We ain't getting none.
We ain't
I
getting
ain't
none,
getting
man.
none. And no
Nobody from
chicken
D.C.
wings,
They didn't
nothing.
send us nothing, man. Y'all
Shout out
played
to my
us,
man, Big Ant. I appreciate that. That's why we do the music. You know, the inspiration. You know, you know, I'm inspired by you the same way you inspired by me. So it's all cyclical.
All right, that's a good word. Cyclical. 685 times. Cyclical. All right, we got Ryan from San Diego on the line. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Sway, in the morning?
Hey,
homie?
Ryan.
How you guys doing? Hey, I just wanted to say real quick, you know, first and foremost, Talib Kweli, you one of my favorite artists of all time, man, and I just want to, like the last caller, appreciate you for everything you do as far as musically and everything you stand for, man. This
Thank you.
is exactly what hip-hop needs and lacks, but at the same time, it's a new direction. So I just want to say I'm going to support you to the death. So
No
keep
doubt.
doing
I
your
appreciate
thing,
that, man. I need y'all support, man.
The last
Hip-hop
caller,
is,
appreciate you for everything you do.
no doubt, MCing is master of ceremony. Without the ceremony, there's nothing to master.
There it is.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.